Young Samoan boy, swag down from head to toe. Every day I'm hustling. My white tee on, feeling like a young boss. I'm in the hood, whipping up hard like Rick Ross.
What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Big Goose TV show, where we chop it up and keep it 100. And wherever you're viewing this video from, via platform TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or wherever, make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you stay tapped in to Big Goose TV. But enough of me talking. Today we got a very special guest in the building, a very talented young man out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Introduce yourself, young man.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah Yohane.
And what do you do, man? What makes you so special?
It's just the God-given talent I have, and then the dedication I have towards the game.
Now let's talk about it. What high school do you go to again?
Liberty High School.
Okay, and you play?
Linebacker and /end.
Okay. On what? Sophomore, freshman? What are you?
Freshman going into my sophomore year.
Okay, cool. And you're on varsity, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about your freshman year. I seen the footage. We've all seen the footage. I believe that's what captured Colorado State to give you the offer. But we'll get to that in a second. But let's talk about your freshman year. You started from youth football. So let's go back to the beginning. Where did it all start for you as far as a youth player?
Probably started when I first started playing football. After that, I just got the love for the game. And after that, it was pretty much easy going playing football.
And what team did you play for when you first started? Because I believe you played when you were 8. You started when you were 8 years old, correct?
Yeah.
And what team was that?
The Fury.
Okay, and then where did you go after that?
The Gators. Then I bounced around a couple of times, but it was definitely the Gators. It was probably one of the best teams that I played for.
Okay. So now transitioning, as you got older, you played for a powerhouse football team out here in Las Vegas, in Vegas Strong, correct?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that experience going into a nationally powerhouse youth football team like Vegas Strong.
Well, it was great. You got more competition. It's just gonna make you better. Iron sharpen iron. So,
okay. Okay, iron sharpens irons, man. I like that, man. Young man you got a little bit of game. Okay, iron sharpens iron. Okay, let's get into it then. It's got to be the curls you got on your head, though, right?
Yeah.
Shampoo? What kind of shampoo do you use, man? Let's switch it up a little bit.
I don't use shampoo.
All right, cool. Fair enough. Okay, so we go from playing youth football on the lower levels. I believe you played 8U, 10U. You started with the Fury. Then you went over to the Gators. And then you found yourself with Vegas Strong during your middle school years, which is the powerhouse team, as I said. So the experience and the love that you have for the game of football, how did that come about?
Well, when I first started playing, it was just like smooth. It was fun playing. My dad first put me in there, and that's when I just ran off with it.
Okay. I mean, you're about, what are you, 6'1", 6'2"? What's your measurements right now? Because I know, to get the bag in the NFL, it's a meat market. Everybody wants to know how big you are, how big your thighs are, your shoulders, your arms. So, I mean, what is your legit size?
Let's say 6'1", 195.
6'1", 195, not bad. Okay, cool. And you're still growing, obviously, because you look like a big dude to me. So, now we're leaving youth football and we're transferring over to high school ball. Now, you had a couple choices. It could have been Desert Pines, Bishop Gorman, Liberty, and I believe you also said you almost went to Arborview. So, what were the choices, man? Why'd you pick Liberty? I mean, in Las Vegas, Gorman always seems to be the powerhouse. So, what was that decision like saying, hey, you know what? I have a couple options, but let me choose Liberty?
Well, keep it simple. I feel like all the other teams can't really mess with Liberty. And once I because I visit all three.
Oh, hold on. Shots fired. Okay, I like that, young man. So basically you're saying, I don't mean to interrupt you, nobody can mess with the Liberty Patriots. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on, young man.
I visit through other schools, and Liberty is just I feel like that was a school for me, and I like that school.
Well, I mean, you got a hell of a head coach in Rich Morocco. I mean, the whole staff there are great. They're also involved in the community as far as youth football with 702 Blessed and all the things that Liberty has going on. The Las Vegas Raiders. So I mean, you're with a great organization. Now, there's been a whole bunch of goons that has come out of Liberty High School, man, and it seems like from your highlights, and we'll get to it, and how you're progressing, man, you're starting to become a national commodity, man. Colleges are starting to notice you. Coaches are reaching out to you. How does that feel, man? What is it like for a 16-year-old kid, man, who's just like, wow, we got coaches coming over here. We got people trying to get you to come on visits and things of that nature. How do you handle all that? Is that pressure?
It's not really pressure. Just what I feel like it is just entering new doors, and God by my side, so I'm gonna be good.
Man, fair enough, man. I think one thing you said there was very important is God, man. And in our Polynesian culture, because you are mixed, you're African American and Samoan, Hawaiian. So I mean, you have the best of both worlds, man. I think it's very important that you understand that, man. And that's a cool thing, man. Not a lot of kids your age speak about God like that, So that's a good thing, man. But let's get back to it, man. So your freshman year debut with Liberty was a hell of a debut. I mean, you scored, I want to say, was it 5 touchdowns against, I'm not sure what team that was. They were like blue and white. I want to say Basic, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But I don't know what game that was, but you had 5 touchdowns. You had over 180 yards rushing, and you probably had like 5 tackles, man. That was an insane game, So we know you're a high-level athlete. Going into games like that, I mean, how do you feel knowing you had a spectacular game like that could potentially land you in a big college when they see those type of highlights?
Well, just keep working. All that's going to come when it comes. And as long as I keep working, y'all going to come. So.
How is your experience at Liberty? Let's talk about, we touched on Coach Rich Morocco being there. They won a state title, I believe, in 2019. So, I mean, Liberty's on the map. I mean, they're sponsored by Adidas. I mean, let me just put this out there. I think Liberty has one of the best looking uniforms in all the state. I'm just saying, the uniforms are beautiful. So, having a coach like Rich Morocco, who's very knowledgeable, has been around the game for years and years in Las Vegas. How is that, man, being under his reign and the way he does things at Liberty? I mean, is he a tough coach? I mean, is he one of those coaches like, hey, man, you about to do 150 bear crawls in the parking lot?
Well, Rich Morocco, like I said, he's a great coach. I don't know if he's like that, but he keep things simple and stern, He's gonna tell you how it is. And I appreciate all the other coaches too, to give me where I'm at right now, give me the little tips I need, so our team can succeed. That's pretty good.
Great, man. I know you also have a great coach in Coach West there at Liberty, who's the linebackers coach. How is it, to have a coach like that? That's a linebacker coach. He's from the South. He has that gritty Southern hospitality type of coaching. And I mean, how is that under his coaching as well?
It's great. I love it how everything is on the Liberty coaches. They just keep bettering me, make sure I'm working, and that's about keep it simple. I gotta work, so they make me work.
Now let's get to the fun facts, man. And this is incredible. You got your first offer as a freshman with no varsity highlights. These are freshman highlights, and you caught the attention of Colorado State. How was that for you the day that you found out, hey, Colorado State is about to offer me my very first Division I scholarship? How was that for you? Can you run me through that?
Oh, it's great. Like I said, my family, we already knew it was gonna come. We just when was it gonna come, and I'm very thankful. But I gotta keep working, make sure that I get more and more, 'cause that's what I'm looking for, and make sure I keep the same work ethic and stay humble, and I'm gonna be blessed.
Now, I got to ask you, man. I got to ask you this question. And I hope you don't get any hate mail after this. But what's your favorite NFL team?
Seahawks,
What's your favorite food?
pancakes,
What's your favorite exercise?
exercise, push-ups.
Do you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Those were the rapid questions from this interview. Well, I want to say thank you for being here today, taking out your time, young man. I'm sure Liberty knows what type of stud you are. College coaches, if you guys are watching this interview, this is a very talented, humble young man. He's incredibly talented. So, you know, any future colleges that watch this film, coaches, watch this interview, his film on Twitter, where can they find you, man? I forgot to ask you that.
On Twitter,
And what's your Twitter?
Jeremiah_Yoane.
Okay. Anything you want to say to the young youth coming up that's like maybe wondering how can I get a D1 offer or scholarship? Is there any words of encouragement you can give the younger youth?
I'm still young myself, but just your time gonna come when your time is due. So that's all I can say.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for this interview, man. Appreciate you once again, young man. Blessings to Liberty High School, Rich Morocco, and the whole staff at Liberty, man. I know you guys are going to do big things. You guys got an awesome season coming up, man. And good luck and blessings.